Why, hello, everyone. Hello. If you are new to this video slash podcast, for people that don't know me, I will introduce who I am in just a moment. For people that have returned to either watch my video or listen to my podcast, welcome back. This is a pre-recorded video slash podcast that is coming out today on Wednesday, August 5th, 2016, or 2026. What is up, guys? It is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, and in this pre-recorded video slash podcast, we will be talking about the latest HHN Hollywood announcements and updates. We will be talking first about the biggest maze that was announced a couple days ago, which is the Ozzy Osbourne house. Then we're going to talk about a show that was announced, which a lot of people are upset about, which is a returning show that this will mark its 4th year in a row. And then we're going to talk about the last maze that was announced yesterday, Tuesday, August 4th, 2026, which is a repeat maze, which would make this its 3rd time being at Horror Nights. So this is what this video is if you're watching this on Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. Then on Thursday, August 6th, 2026 will also be another pre-recorded video slash podcast because my co-host and I are getting ready for an event this weekend that we will be at, and that video that's coming out, that video slash podcast that's coming out on Thursday is going to talk about everything that we are planning to do at Midsummer Scream. So we're going to break down, what videos can you expect next week to come, what exactly we will be filming while we're at Midsummer Scream for 3 days, what panels we are planning to attend, which we want to make sure it works with our schedule. Definitely one we will be attending. The rest are up in the air, which we'll explain in that video. And then everything else. So we're going to talk about everything that you can expect in that video, talking about what panels we want to attend, what things we will definitely be filming, what things we will be doing. And that video slash podcast will be coming out on Thursday. Then the event is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there will be no videos on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And then next week, after I edit all the stuff and do all that, then next week I will be releasing slowly the videos from Midsummer Scream. So there might be a day 1 video, a day 2 video, a day 3 video, a separate video for all the mini haunts for the Hall of Shadows. I haven't thought about how I'm going to be doing it, but I will be filming a ton of stuff at Midsummer Scream, and I just wanted to give you a breakdown of what we are planning to do, because Midsummer Scream's a really big place, and it's a really big convention, and sometimes things that we want to plan may not happen, but this is going to just give you a general idea of what we are planning. And then when we do our review video, we'll tell you what we did and what we could not do and what we would plan to do better next year if Midsummer Scream is coming back. So that's all going to be talked about in the video that's coming out on Thursday. The video / podcast that's coming out on Thursday. So I just wanted to give you what you guys know. So I know that was a long intro, but I wanted to just get that out of the way so people will know. So the one that's coming out, which you're watching right now on Wednesday, August 5th, 2026, is a pre-recorded video / podcast. And the one that's coming out on Thursday, August 6th, 2026, is also a pre-recorded video / podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce my co-host, she's also here with me pre-recording these videos / podcasts. I know she's been waiting to talk for a long time. My co-host, my mom, Marsha. So, Mom, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, Mom, are you ready to talk about Horror Nights?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy this update video / podcast talking about the 3 recent HHN updates and announcements. Let's get started. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first one we are going to talk about is the Ozzy Osbourne Maze, which was Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. And I have not seen the announcement video. I was waiting to do it live. My co-host Marsha has not seen it either. So we're going to watch this together, and then we are going to talk about it.
Ah, I see you've brought your strength. No matter, for even the strongest can be overpowered by the dark.
Let the madness begin! Bow before Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. One nightmare of many. Only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ozzy Osbourne is both coming to Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood and Halloween Horror Nights Orlando. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne, Prince of Darkness. And so, some key things that I wanted to share with you. This is not going to be a Ozzy Osbourne or a Black Sabbath collaboration. Mr. John Murdy himself has said this is going to be an Ozzy Osbourne Maze only. So, from the details that he has said was it's going to start from his childhood home, and it's going to highlight his 40-year career as a solo artist. And so he said that there's going to be lots of different songs that you're going to hear from different albums, which I am really excited about. I do listen to Ozzy Osbourne music, so I have heard some of those albums. Some of them that he did mention was Diary of a Madman. That's one of them. But there's an article that I'm going to read really quick that lists some of the albums. Definitely one of the songs that's going to be in there is Crazy Train, which is a popular song that I've listened to multiple times. As you guys know, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne passed away last year. And this is a tribute to Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. And if you guys are a fan of Horror Nights, you know, back all the way in 2013, I don't remember the year, but
It might have been 2013. I can remember.
I think
James.
it was 2013 or maybe it was 2000. Maybe it was 2013. It was 2013. We did have a Black Sabbath maze on the Universal back lot when we used to go on the New York Metro sets and stuff before they don't do it anymore. So he did collaborate with Ozzy a long time ago, and Jack Osbourne, Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy's wife and son, they approved of this maze. And Mr. John Murray did answer some questions, so just some highlight questions that he got asked. He got asked multiple times if this was going to be a Black Sabbath or a Black Sabbath / Ozzy Osbourne collab house, and he said multiple times that this is a solely Ozzy Osbourne house. Some other highlights that he got asked was what would be the song list, and he's not telling, but he did mention some of the albums, like Crazy Train's going to be in there. That song Crazy Train's going to be in there. Took songs from multiple different albums. And he said that the facade is going to be, I think from what my understanding is, it's going to be like Ozzy's childhood home or something. I'm not really sure. But those are just a couple of questions. I will put the link to the question box if you guys want to read all the questions. He does do these question box is sometimes. And he also, on his Twitter account, talks about the story of how he met Ozzy and stuff and the passion. This is a personal maze for him, and he's finally happy that this is coming to life. So that's just some highlight stuff. So if you want to read the whole backstory of how John Murray got into Ozzy Osbourne, I will put that link down below, and also the question box if you want to read all the questions. Now, you guys are wondering, where is Mr. Ozzy Osbourne Maze? Well, it is confirmed that it's going to be the one behind the Mummy. And this was taken today, about 6 hours from 5 Fires, and this is what the facade looks like. So the facade really looks really good, and from what my understanding is you're going to start from his childhood all the way through his music career. So I think the facade, from what my understanding is its childhood home. So that is all the information. And now really quick, I'm just going to read the article really quick. Just some details. Prince of Darkness will take fans for the tour of Ozzy's life, beginning in Birmingham, England, where he was born, to the cult of Crazy Train. Guests will experience his childhood like Ozzy Asylum, based on the iconic album Diary of a Madman, and through waves of decades, a usual Ozzy Osbourne persona comes to life, from Madman of the Diary to Wolfman Ozzy to the Prince of Darkness once Ozzy died. Albums that will be in there is the Blazing of Oz, Diary of a Madman, Bark to the Moon, No More Tears, Scream, and Ordinary Man. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going through this maze. We don't know if this is going to be one of the mazes that's going to open early on the lower lot, but this is going to be a really popular maze. So, Mom, your thoughts on this one?
I'm really excited I haven't listened to his music like James does, but I'm really excited. I'm glad they're doing a tribute to Ozzy. I'm glad John Murray's doing that, and I cannot wait to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm really excited for this one.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next thing. And this is going to be really brief. We didn't know what was going to be in the Waterworld show. We knew that there was going to be a show there. A lot of people thought maybe we were going to have a different show. But no, Purge Deadliest Waters is returning to the Waterworld arena. This will be its 4th year in a row. And I'll still see the show because I don't know if they're going to change it. But it's been pretty much the same show since it began. So, Mom, your thoughts on this?
I'm not too happy. 4 years in a row. Come on, John Murray. What are you thinking? I was hoping it would be a different show, but I will see it one time. But hopefully next year it's not going to come back. Put a different stunt show in there. That's my beef.
Right.
But so, I'll see it once, but that's it.
Yeah, and this is going to go in the Waterworld arena, just for people to know. So, moving on from there, we're going to talk about the maze that was announced on Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. As soon as construction started for this maze, everyone knew what it was going to be. We thought maybe it was going to be different. But ladies and gentlemen, for a 3rd year, Killer Klownz from Outer Space is returning to Horror Nights, and we're going to watch the announcement video together, and then we will talk about it.
We're about to begin, but a word of advice. You'd slow down if you knew what was waiting for you at the end.
Encounter Killer Klownz from Outer Space. One nightmare of many. Only at Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Killer Klownz from Outer Space is returning to Horror Nights. And it's going to be in the same location it was in 2022, behind the T-Pad location. So really quick before we get into it, T-Pad location, it's the same tent from the years before, so it is the same thing. And this, again, is from the same video from 5 Fires. This is from a couple of hours ago. Today, Tuesday, August 4th, is when he put this video up. Or on Tuesday, August 4th. So, Killer Klownz from Outer Space is returning. So, I will go through it at least once, but that's it. Your thoughts, Mom?
I'm not happy with this maze. I was hoping it would be a different maze. I've been through it. It's a good maze, but probably just once for me also. But hopefully next year, a different maze will go in that location.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping. But
and if you guys are wondering, It was there for this will be its third year. In 2019, it was behind the Mummy ride. Then in 2022, when I was still working at Universal, it was behind the T-pad. So I got to see the lines for that. And then again, it's back this year behind the T-pad again for Killer Klownz from Outer Space.
But hopefully next year, John Murdy will put something different in there.
So we will see. So guys, let me know what you think about this announcement. These announcements. Are you happy that there's an Ozzy Osbourne Maze? Are you happy that Klownz is coming back? Are you happy about the Purge Stunt show coming back? Please let me know down below. So you know, this is gonna wrap up this video. Yeah, please go follow Five Fires on YouTube. You can follow him on X and also Instagram. He does really good things. That's where I get a lot of the information for these videos or showing these stuff. So give him a shout out. Please go watch his stuff if you guys are interested. So, you know, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video / podcast talking about the Ozzy Osbourne house, the show for in the Waterworld Arena, and the newest maze that was announced on Tuesday, August 4th, which was Killer Klownz from Outer Space. Now, if you guys are wondering what's left to be announced for Horror Nights, I actually do have a list really quick, just so people can know what the last things that we are waiting for announcements. So, just in case you guys don't know, Sinners was announced. That's going to be in the UBE building. The one in Persian Courtyard, that's going to be the one that's going to be announced at Midsummer Scream. That's going to be announced at Midsummer Scream. So that maze we will know during the HHN panel, which is on Sunday. So that's going to be announced at Midsummer Scream. H-Launch Tent 1, where Terrifier was last year, that's Hellraiser. Where Poltergeist was last year in H-Launch Tent 2, that's Evil Dead Rise. The one behind the Mummy we just talked about, which was the Ozzy Osbourne Prince of Darkness. The one behind Jurassic is the first original maze, which is Dead, and Deadliest, or as people are starting to call it, the double Ds. Or no, the triple Ds. Sorry. The triple Ds. Soundstage 15 is Stranger Things 5. We just already know the one that's behind the T-pad, which is the Killer Klownz one, which we just announced. Which we talked about. Terror Tram, we have no idea still what the Terror Tram is going to be this year. We don't know if it's going to be Terrifier. We don't know if it's going to be Blumhouse. Have no idea. So, for the front of the park scare zone where the chainsaw guys and girls are, we still do not know. It was confirmed that the New York Street scare zone is going to be Fortnite. The French Street one we do not know because that's going to be tied into whatever maze is going in Persian Courtyard. So we'll probably find out what the French Street scare zone is going to be once the maze is announced at Midsummer Scream. The front of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, it's unknown right now, but a lot of people are speculating that's going to be Murder of Crows coming back. So that's still not confirmed. And we do not know if they're going to have a scare zone at the entrance of the studio tour like what they had last year for Hillbillies. We don't know if that was just one and done. We just don't know if there's going to be a scare zone there. We do know that the Purge Stunt show is back in the Waterworld Arena. And the final thing that still needs to be announced is what's going to be in the DreamWorks feeder for Horror Nights. That's where Chucky was. That's where Blumhouse Beyond the Screen was. Last year it was Chainsaw Man. So we have a couple more things that still need to be announced, but probably in the next 2 weeks we should have everything that's going to be there. I know for several years, the last thing that was always announced was whatever was going to be in DreamWorks feeder. We don't know if that's going to be a last minute thing, but we'll just see what happens. So that is pretty much it, guys. So we're almost done with the announcement season. And so I want to thank my co-host, my mom, Marsha, for joining me for this video/podcast.
You are very welcome.
And Mom, what social media sites do you have and where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter, formerly known as X. And I'm on...
No, what you meant to say is X, formerly known as Twitter.
And Instagram.
And your username for both is?
Marsha Fan 1960.
Yep, and then you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Now, some of the usernames is just Jimmy Pancakes 20, and then some of them are Jimmy Pancakes 20 Show. So some of them are just Jimmy Pancakes 20, and some of them are Jimmy Pancakes 20 Show. So it depends on where you follow me at. It's going to be either of those two usernames, and at the bottom of the description video, or in the description box for both my podcast and my YouTube videos, you can find the link to both my co-host, my mom Marsha's social medias, as well as mine. So guys, that's going to be wrapped up, and then as I said, on Thursday, August 6th, will be the video where we're going to talk about everything that we're planning to do for Midsummer Scream, what stuff we will be filming, what panels we're planning to go to, all the videos that you can expect next week for Midsummer Scream. We're going to talk all about that. And just remember, guys, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be no videos because my co-host Marsha and I will be at Midsummer Scream. And then sometime next week, those Midsummer Scream videos will be starting to come out because I'm going to have to edit them and stuff like that. So if you guys want to get the latest updates on everything I'm doing, please follow me on social media sites. That's where I talk about when videos are coming, what events I'm going to, what videos are coming up. So that's where you can get in touch with me. I post on all of my social media sites the same thing. So that's where you guys could get the latest updates. I also post on my YouTube page on my post tab. I also put information on there as well. Alright guys, so we'll see you Thursday, August 6th for that Midsummer Scream breakdown video of everything that the Midsummer Scream 2026 breakdown video / podcast on everything that we're planning to film, what we'll be doing there at Midsummer Scream. And then I'll see you guys next week for the Midsummer Scream vlog videos and other videos. And also sometime that week is what we will be doing our review of Midsummer Scream as well. So lots of videos are going to be coming out next week. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this on my YouTube channel, or whenever you are watching this if you're watching this on my YouTube channel or listening to the podcast on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music Podcast, or Podbean.com, or their official app. I was your host, James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, signing off, and I'll catch you guys later.